guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing cook with me. I made this ayamashi and it was so spicy. I don't know who I thought I was. I used all hot pepper and maybe small datashi. It's so hot. So today I'm going to be turning it into a native coconut rice. So like ayamashi coconut rice, something like that. But I wanted to discuss, while I'm cooking, I just wanted to do a quick intro, tell you what I'm going to be talking about. And I wanted to discuss like red flags to run from in a man when you're dating a man, or you know, you're looking for a potential suitor. Some of this thing from past experience, some of it is just because I know, okay, your girl knows a lot of things. So in this my young age, so that's what I'm going to be talking about. If you're interested, go get a drink, whatever, and come back while we cook and we gist. I think the number one thing I'll say is, if someone asks you to get pregnant for them, run for your life. Because if someone is insisting that you try and get pregnant before you get married, it's a trap, or they just want you to be a baby mama, but they don't know how to tell you. Maybe they'll give you one excuse like, oh, my brother, when he was trying to marry, his wife could not give him a child. First of all, why is you being able to give someone a child criteria? Naturally, you're not supposed to know these things till you marry, you start trying and then it's not working, you know. So if someone is insisting that you give them a child, maybe they know they already have a problem, number one. It's just, for me, the inspiration is just what I don't understand. Like, why? If your intention is not for that person to be your baby mama, why suggest that in the first place? Another one is, you know how you're getting to know somebody, they're not even asking you anything about yourself. They'll start telling you, oh, what are your beliefs on 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, like how are we going to share responsibility? It's not as if this is not a valid question, no. But just know, it's probably because that person is stingy. That's just number one. Because why, before you really know somebody, that's the question you're asking. To me, I think that's a little suspicious. Don't you think? That's a little suspicious. Like, it's a normal conversation to have when you're now serious. Realize that, okay, maybe I'll actually end up with this person, or maybe I should ask the right questions. It's a very different situation, you know. But if before you even go on 3 dates, the guy is already asking about your finances, how you plan to split the bill, what you plan to bring to the table. Which table? Which table are we talking about? Eh? Is it the bedroom, or is it the kitchen? Which table are we talking about? Are you talking about my role as a wife? What am I willing to contribute? My dear, the question is, just ask the person to elaborate. You need to actually wash this rice a lot of times because we're not going to parboil it. Me, I hate rice that sticks together, so for good measure, let me just wash it once more. Yeah, our rice is done, it's ready. I'm going to move on. I'm using this pot, this beautiful pot that I got from my mama. Do you remember? Mom asked me to order copper chef for her. I took like 2 out of it because she got 2 sets. I'm like, okay. And I'm still loving it. Because I'm like, what's the point? She's not even the one that is going to cook with it. Let me enjoy it together. Anyway, this recipe is going to come together really easily. Okay, so another thing I feel is a deal breaker for me personally. It's kind of like a red flag. Is if somebody insists that you only have a joint account. I honestly feel that's a sign that that person is going to be controlling. If you have a joint account and you still have a personal account, no problem. And the joint account is just for family expenses, maybe for him to send money, no problem. If somebody is insisting that you only have a joint account, that's probably because they want to control your expenses and your finances. Just, you heard it from me first, just know. Now that I've added the ground iru, crayfish powder, and now the ayamashi, hey, as I'm just even seeing this thing, it's reminding me of how spicy it was. I'm adding everything. I was deliberating, should I just add some, but I've added everything. Then I'm quickly going to open my coconut milk. I'm using tin coconut. I don't have strength to start breaking coconut and grating it and blending it or whatever to get the juice. This one will have to do the fresh coconut if you have. And you can also add coconut flavor to make the coconut flavor stronger, but this will do a big. I tasted it. I'm adding salt. You can also add more seasoning cubes. Just turn everything. There was meat stock for making this, so this will have to do. You can already see how nice this rice will be. I hope so, because this is the first time I'm ever making this kind of concoction. Let me cover it well so that it will steam. Really? I said, let me sit down while I'm cooking this my concoction rice. Let's just do, because this kitchen is too hot to just know. But if I go to the living room now, people start hearing the children's voices, and I don't know, for some weird reason, the way the house is designed, the noise always travels, and even my mic still picks it up. They don't told me shy because of the settings, so I have to go and work on that. But in the meantime, so let's continue and gist. Like me, another thing I hate so much is someone that is controlling. Someone that will not give me my space, will not give me my independence. That one used to pay me for my soul. So even when I was dating, when I was still single, and you even give me any sign that you're controlling at all, maybe you want to know like my every single move, you want to know who I'm hanging out with, you're overly cautious, you want me to send a picture, you want me to do this one. Like I'm always like red flag, to the extent of they don't feel comfortable when you're out with your friends. You can't have your own account. You can't do things on your own. That's a big red flag. It starts small, but before you know it, they've even cut off your friends. Before you know it, like you're just a single island, and the person is the one that gives you money. They're the ones that determine when you go out, what you do with your time. Or more, the Bible said be submissive to your husband, but not to that level. Nobody said you have to lose yourself in the process of, getting a husband or finding the right partner. If you know, you have that kind of partner who seems, or boyfriend, your boyfriend is always too suspicious about your movements. He's always like trying to limit your freedom, trying to limit things you can do by yourself, your independence. Run. If you marry that kind of person, it's over. Imagine if he's not the only person giving you money and you're stuck if something happens tomorrow. I know what's crazy. A lot of guys are scared about that. Like, if my girlfriend has money, she'll leave me. Or if my wife has money, she'll leave me. That's how you know that you're controlling and you're a scary person, because like if you're not controlling, even if they have money, you're going to be a good husband anyway. It's not going to matter to them. I always feel it's always guys that are insecure about how good of a partner they are, that always try to be super controlling. Maybe it's just narcissists. I don't know. I don't want to know. There's even people that have gone to the extent of putting spyware in phones. Like, that one shocked me. This day and age, unless I'm trying to prove a court case, that's the only way I will go through all that mess. But nobody can ever get me that worked up. That's just the truth of the matter. Nobody can get me so worked up that I'll turn into Inspector Mediac. So this one is also very important. When you meet a guy, you are working, and then the guy says casual comments like, when you get married, you have to take a break, bro. You have to take care of the kids. I don't understand. Like, are you the one that gave me the work? Is it your problem? It's me that will figure out how to manage both. What you should be telling me is that, babe, what are we going to do for childcare? Should we, have my mom help out? Is your mom going to come to live with us? Are we going to be able to pay for nannies? That's what your husband should be telling you, not that you should quit. Or your partner to be should be telling you. If your partner to be is making it compulsory for you to quit in order to get married or to have kids, it's a big red flag. Seriously. I know somebody that is working real hard. She works in a law firm. She had a boyfriend. The guy always used to say things like, it's because they're giving this one too much money. It's because she's working, she feels she have money. That's why she's doing all this nonsense. Because apparently his brothers and his wife were arguing. So, as in his brother and his brother's wife were arguing about maybe her career, how she always comes back late, how she's always spending too much, all those kind of things. And me, I just told my friend, if her boyfriend is saying this thing about his brother and his wife, then definitely it will also apply to you, my dear sister. Just run for your life now when it's still early, because you don't want a situation whereby you get married tomorrow to somebody and then they're telling you, but babe, now how can you be coming back by this time? How can you be coming back by 6 o'clock? Like the kids, uncle, like you've left them for this hour. Like, it's normal to show concern, but you know when the concern is moving into the wrong, like the concern is coming from a wrong place. See, as a mom of two now, I always have fun. I always go out. And my husband in fact, sometimes when I call him, I say, when are you coming back? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? Like, why? Are you going somewhere? Because he knows that me, I make time for myself. I make time for my friends. I don't want to lose yourself. Because you see, this man, they can disappoint you tomorrow. You see? So the moment you have somebody making you stop your whole life because of them, your career, your friendships, your what's it called, your hobbies, run, my dear sister, run. Even your finances, run for your life, because it's never going to end well. Another one is, you see, if you see your partner, your boyfriend has made one kind comment towards women on social media, on Twitter, whatever it is, like all this, like I saw one recently, CS is for weak people or something like that. Or women just don't have to work, they just have to stay at home, take care of their husband, take care of their children. All these things, like, if you've seen someone make a comment like that, just run for your life. sometimes depending on what the comment is, maybe there's still room for redemption, maybe they just don't know better, maybe it's just how they were raised. But depending on how extreme the comment is, just know that it's going to be you tomorrow. But there are some men that don't like understand. Let me use CS as for an example. Like there's people that when they hear that I had CS, someone even told me, so you couldn't even push it, baby, and it's your first one. I'm like, there's no competition for suffering, no. If I die now, probably my husband will try his best, mourn me for like 3 years in the process of pushing. And then he has no choice but to marry again because he has a kid to take care of. He'll be single, he's lonely, he's still a young bobo. You know, it's life. All because I'm trying to prove it. And someone said, oh, but CS is for lazy people. No problem, let it be, I'm lazy. Nobody will come and say, Nazom, you get an award for pushing baby for 10 hours. I was in labor for 2 days for crying out loud. And I still had a CS at the end. So imagine when someone says this. Imagine if my husband was thinking like that. Like, I can't even imagine a situation whereby he did not understand. So if you see somebody or you meet somebody that is talking all this kind of nonsense, just know it will be you tomorrow. You don't know what your situation will be tomorrow. It will be you in that situation. See, all those guys that keep their phone like this, they go outside to answer phone call. They answer phone call in the car. I can't even exaggerate it enough. They have something to hide. If someone is already always clearing their chat with somebody, they are very super protective about their phone. Just know that they're hiding something. But you can continue if you have no problem what they're hiding. If it's not your business, not your cup of tea, you can continue. But if you're somebody, if you're somebody that you want full disclosure, you want to know everything, run for your life. I can't even explain this to you. It's not a must that you and your partner must be going through each other's phone all the time. But like, you need to be able to know their password, like have access to the phone if you want to. But not to be a big deal when you go through your phone. It has to be okay. It shouldn't be something that is so guarded, so protected. Some people say, don't go there. It's not your business. I get it. But again, do what works for you. But if you know you cannot handle somebody that tomorrow they say they've gotten someone pregnant, tomorrow they have this disease, they have this one, just stay away from people like that. Because my sister, I'm sorry to tell you, but they're hiding something. My rice is smelling. Let's not check on my rice. I think that fire is too much for the rice, so I'm going to move it to this smaller cooker. It's smelling burnt, so hopefully it's going to take its time and finish cooking here. I wanted to add some cliff. Oh, there's still a lot of water. Sorry, but it's looking sweet already. I think it needs like another 20 more minutes. I wanted to add prawns and St. Leaf to finish it off, so I'm going to get that ready. This is the knife that butchered my hands with. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to add the prawns. I can see the rice is still not cooked, but I'll stir it a little bit. Okay, so at this point, I believe this food is ready. I'm going to turn off the heat, then open it, add the St. Leaf. This St. Leaf is completely optional, but I chose to add it because why not? Why not? Okay, at this point the rice is ready. I'm going to just leave it to chill for a little bit, then I'll go have a shower, come back and do a taste test. So now it has had some moments of resting. This is what it looks like. I also added the boiled egg that was in the iron tray. So now it's time to create it and taste. Alright. I need to get a little bit of everything. The shaki, momo, prawns, beef, everything. Egg. And I'm going to add some grilled turkey that I already have. This is what it's looking like. People should just be honest. Is this something you can dig? Is this something you can eat? For me, this is totally my jam. Local flavors, you already know. But I also added grilled turkey. This grilled turkey is like literally grilled with charcoal grill, and I just added it because it was in my freezer. So why not? Why not? Let me taste it. I'm going to get a little bit of everything in one bite. Try. Hi! What the? The thing is so sweet, so spicy though because of that spicy amash they already made. But let me get some now with the egg. If you haven't tried this combo before, please try it. If you have leftover amash, just mix it with coconut milk, make some rice. You're not going to regret it. I'll see you guys next time. I beg, bye.